update on Clef? Are you hoping to have him tomorrow?
We'll see. He's better today. Him and JJ, we held out a practice, and we'll see in the morning. And Luch practiced full time, so we'll see if he has any setbacks from the practice today. So we got kind of three guys. We'll know in the morning, but all three were much better today, which is a good sign.
Ken, going back to the road trip in mid-February, there's a consensus within the locker room and yourself saying that the team was playing well, but the results just weren't there. Now the results are going your way. Is there a certain turning point where maybe the focus changed of this club and you guys were able to pay more attention to the details that's allowed you to find success now?
Not so much that. I think up until really Philadelphia and Montreal, we either played well and won or played poorly and lost. There was no playing well and losing. And we hadn't experienced that. So the earning power that we had no earning power because we hadn't built any bonding through heartache. And the game in Philadelphia and the game in Montreal, where we played awful well and lost points, bonded the group because they knew how much work you had to put in to get points. And I think once we started to really play well and have continued that way pretty much except for 8 minutes in Toronto, the players have gained a lot of confidence that they can play well and get 2 points. And even if they have a way now of gauging what is a good game and what isn't a good game. And I think that our value system changed, and it changed in Montreal and Philadelphia, and it's gotten better and better every week.
How did Sekera respond to more minutes, and how has he fit in since he came back to the lineup?
He's fit in fine. He was a very tired guy today. This was a big extension from what we were doing. That's why we went so short at practice. We went 20 minutes today, and we extended a lot of people yesterday. Nurse played 30 minutes. We had forwards playing 25 minutes, so we extended a lot of people, and so we came back and just went short today, and then we'll option it up tomorrow and get ready to play.
Was what you saw from him last night kind of what you were expecting, or because he did have to fill in when you were down to 4D late?
Well, I expected him to hit the wall sooner or later, and he hasn't hit it yet, so that's a good sign for us. I think when you have that type of injury over that extension of time, you expect the player to really hit it hard, but he hasn't done that yet, and that's a good sign for us. He's being able to keep pace. He had a couple of situations in the 2 previous games where he looked like he'd lost his legs, and we were going to have to kind of change the course with him a little bit, but he bounced back yesterday to where he was before, so that's a good sign. Look, he helps a lot. He's a great voice in the locker room. He's a great conscience for the players, but he's still got to be a player. He's got to be a good player. And yesterday, with the increase in minutes, he didn't drop a level at all, and was able even to practice today, which is a good sign.
He didn't play Benning when he came back, just because the other defensemen were going good.
No, that was a tough hit, and I think we were a little bit.
Larry.
Yeah, we were unsure, and he's such a courageous player that he's not going to tell you the truth. He's a lot like Russell is. He's not going to tell you the truth anyway. So we opted to stay with what we were doing and ride it out till today.
Talking about results not going your way, even though the effort was there. So now that the results are matching your effort, do you see that the players have sort of picked up their spirits, that they maybe look at the standings now and see some movement and have had success, and everything is starting to kind of roll forward in a positive way?
I think you look above you and you look at where 7 and 8 are at. That's everybody's focus. But I think the players just live in the day-to-day. They just want to keep playing hockey and they want to get better. And I think that's our mindset right now. We can't control what everybody else is doing, but we sure as heck can control the way we act and behave. And I think the players are excited to come to the rink to get better now. It isn't a burden to try to improve. I think there's a real energy in this team that every day they get to be together is another day that they can improve, and You have that. You never know where it can take you. I mean, we understand the situation we're in, but it looks a lot more realistic now today than it did a week ago. And it's based on our good play. So we want to keep going like that. But right now, I think if you talk to the players, they're just kind of living day to day, and they're actually having fun with it, which I think is a good thing.
Jason says he's never scored 20 goals in his life. That's kind of a barometer in this NHL. If you can score 20, you're perceived to guys be a scorer, not a role player. You see that? Or?
Yeah, well, I think you know, there's two things you look at. First of all, how many, when you're gauging a team, how many 20-goal scorers does the team have, and how many double-digit scores do they have? And if they've got 9 or more double-digit scores, you pretty much know that's going to be a playoff team. And so when he gets to 20 and you've got 4 or 5 20-goal scorers, you know you got a good hockey club. So to me, it's good for him, but it's really good for us to know that we've got some weapons out there that we can use. And he's played a lot better in the last 3 games. I thought that line was great yesterday and created a lot of scoring chances. You'd just like to see him rewarded for all the quality chances he gets right now.
He's a bigger body in the skating, a faster game. Does he have to change the way he plays?
The part I like is that he can get to spaces. Like he got in on that breakaway. He came from a long ways back for the scoring chance at the end of the game yesterday on the breakaway. So he's got speed that I don't think people recognize. And I think he doesn't have the endurance of some other good skaters, but he sure can get into scoring places quick like he did yesterday.
Cave, you said eventually he's going to be a scorer on the third line. Or
Yeah,
fourth
well,
line guy.
he gets so many chances. You think some of those are going to go in, but man, he's helping us a lot right now. He's really playing well. He's really helping us a lot right now.